We have a breaking news alert in Santee. We'd like to update you on. A small plane has crashed into a neighborhood near Gillespie Field.
A passenger killed, a pilot critically hurt. Our team coverage continues with CBS News 8's Steve Price and Shannon Handy. Here's our team coverage. We begin with Steve.
Michelle and Dan, I want to update you on the situation out here. The plane had just taken off from Gillespie Field. You can see it over my shoulder right there, the runway over there. Now, as we pan the camera over, you can see this is where the plane went down. There's still firefighters and a lot of other people there, investigators on the scene as well. The plane had actually looped around. It clipped the house that you see to the right of your screen, then flipped upside down and came down where you see it right now. Several neighbors were home when all this happened around 9:20 this morning, and they say as soon as they heard that plane's engine, they knew it was in trouble.
I heard a plane sputtering, because we hear planes all the time. So I look out my bedroom window, and this thing is banking around, wings up and down, sideways, and I could tell he was looping around trying to get back to the airport, and you could see he was not going to make it.
So here's what we've learned so far. That plane was from the Golden State Flying Club. On board, an instructor and a student. From what we understand, the passenger died at the scene. The pilot is currently hospitalized, listed in critical condition. As I mentioned, the plane had just taken off from Gillespie Field around 9:20 in the morning. As neighbors were reporting, it had engine problems and was trying to turn around to get back to the airport when it finally went down. Now, neighbors say that they hear this kind of thing happen all the time, and they are so thankful that this pilot did not crash and hit anybody that was on the ground.
The guy did his best not to hurt anybody else. You know, you got to give him credit for that. I mean, that's good flying to land where he did land, in the middle of those houses, basically. That's hard to do.
And you saw in our video when I was just talking a moment ago, those were some new pictures that a neighbor just sent me. When the plane came down, it actually hit a couple of different vehicles, totaled those vehicles. The good news, though, nobody was inside those vehicles at the time. Now, as I mentioned, neighbors very concerned about the situation, especially ones who've been living out here for a long time. For more on that angle in the story, let's send it over to Shannon Handy. Shannon.